Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna. We are continuing to read Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam Shrila Vyasadeva, his translation of the importance of his divine grace, and especially Siddhanta Swami Srila Prabhupada and his disciples. And today we will read from the chapter 11th. It is general history and chapter number 29. Yes? It is Bhakti Yoga, and we have today text number 9. Okay? Kuryat sarvani karmani kuryat sarvani karmani madartham shanakaihi smaram madartham shanakai smaram mai arpita mana citto mayarpita manas citto madharmatma mano ratihi madharmatma manoratihi kuryat sarvani karmani madartham shanakai smaram mayarpita manas citto madharmatma manoratihi Okay, word by word translation. Kuriat. What should perform? Sarvani. All. Karmani. Prescribed activities. Mad ardham. For me. Shanakaihi. Without becoming impetuous. Smarana. Remembering. Mai. Unto me. Arpita. Who has offered. Mana. Chitta. His mind and his intelligence. Madharma. My devotional service. Atmamanaha. Of his own mind. Ratihi. That attraction. Translation of this text by always remembering me, one should perform all his duties for me without becoming impetuous. With mind and intelligence offered to me, one should fix his mind in attraction to my devotional service. Perfect. The words Madharmatma Manoratihi mean that all of one's love and affection should be devoted to pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not indicated here that one should try to relish selfish satisfaction in devotional service, but rather that one should be attracted to the Lord's own satisfaction, which one achieves by faithful executing the order of a bona fide spiritual master coming in disciplic succession from Lord Shri Krishna himself. Attachment to one's own satisfaction, even within devotional service, is materialistic, whereas attachment to the satisfaction of the Lord is pure spiritual emotion. And the Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Jnana Timirasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitamya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pandum Mangalte Girim Yatkripatanam Ante Shri Guru Divataranam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Prashakari Shakarine. One time more translation of this verse. Always remembering me, one should perform all his duties for me without becoming impetuous. With mind and intelligence offered to me, one should fix his mind in attraction to my devotional service. Okay, it's very, very interesting topic, and the story of our lecture today is we have national meeting of leaders here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And a lot of many number of leaders of German ISKCON, Austrian ISKCON, and Zurich ISKCON are here. It is very good. And instruction for my lecture for myself was to speak about management. According to so it is reason why we was this meeting of managers and leaders and temple presidents and other very high-level devotees. We are very happy to be surrounded leaders of German, Austrian, Switzerland, and others. Hare Krishna. Why? Because one time my spiritual master, Vishvavasu Swami, my name is Vishvavasu Swami, I am a disciple of Vishvavasu Swami, who is my Diksha Guru. And one time my spiritual master, Vishvavasu Swami, said, Temple President is representative of spiritual master, because spiritual master cannot give every day his service to his disciple because there is a distance. He cannot physically, it's impossible. And he delegated this ability to give everyday service to temple presidents or yatra leaders like this. He said you need to follow leaders because it is my representative, please. Do it. I'm not reject you, drop you after my leaving yatra. No, I delegate some of my duties to temple president, local temple president. It is our response to reality. Welcome to reality. And a lot of representatives of different Diksha gurus around us. I'm very happy to be here. It is fortunate for me. Okay. And this is Bhakti Yoga chapter. Description of Bhakti Yoga. And it is instruction of Supreme Personality of Godhead to Uddhava. If you remember, Uddhava is disciple of Brihaspati, Guru of demigods. And Uddhava was is pure devotee. He was physically, bodily, not physically, bodily, looks like Krishna. One time he came to Dwaraka, and 5,000 years ago, and some wives of Krishna started to think it is Krishna, but started to come to meet Krishna, but in very short distance said, oh no, it is not Krishna. It looks like Krishna, but not Krishna. Like this, another eyes, another behavior, but no, it's not Krishna. Like this. How is a very educated person, and Krishna gave him instructions in the Bhakti Yoga chapter. It's one of this. Before Jnana Yoga, worshiping to the deities, very interesting, very, very interesting topics, but we have Bhakti Yoga. Why? Because if we are managers or leaders in this group, we have continue to be Bhakti Yogas. No changing. Strategic foundation is the same. Different maybe service, but foundation is the same. It's my idea. If we starting to act like exactly like managers in Krishna consciousness and forgot about foundations of Bhakti Yoga process, it is the biggest mistake. Yes, and I started to speak about the foundations of Bhakti Yoga. It is more, I am Vaishnava fundamentalist. There is, I don't know, Muslim fundamentalist, Christian fundamentalist. I'm Vaishnava fundamentalist. What does it mean? It doesn't mean if we know axioms or some main rules and follow these main things, we will have success, 90% of success, 90%. Only by following the axioms and foundations. And if you will not follow these basic things, you will have 90% of us unsuccess result. It means following fundamentalism like this. Yes, and I am Vaishnava fundamentalist. I will give Bhakti Shastra course in July here. Welcome if you in the Russian language have understanding. Welcome, welcome. Yes, and Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Vedanta courses. It is very important to know basic things in Krishna consciousness and devotional. It's the main thing. And our service can be sometimes changed from one to another. It is possible. It's no problem. Okay. What is the meaning of this verse? Need to act in Krishna consciousness slowly and attentively. Slowly, it depends our own qualification. For example, if some person, some Vaishnava or Vaishnavi, is training in Mridanga playing. Boom, 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 boom. Titha, titha, dha, boom, boom. Yes, it is training. First, we need to do slowly, slowly, according to our qualities. Tita, 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 faster, faster, according to our qualification. The same situation in Krishna consciousness. We need to act slow, but keep Krishna inside. Put to the Krishna, offer to Krishna, mind and intelligence. If we started to act faster, it was a mistake, according to this verse. No, stop. Not so active. Not so active. Be in consciousness. Krishna consciousness means consciousness. If we act mechanically without consciousness, but no, stop. We need to act with Krishna consciousness. And first it is slowly, not so fast. Don't worry. And second law is be in contact with Krishna. Please keep contact with Krishna constantly. It is interesting. Maybe we can do this 1 minute after our consciousness will fall down. Maybe 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, like this. Yes, and our training is japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With full concentration. How it possible? If we have no qualification, если я просада, Бхагават просада, если я просада негатив, потопит, я сказал, что я шасти самтам Удайдоравшичара, Нара Виндам, every day in Mangalarati. By the mercy of spiritual master, we will have the mercy of Krishna. Without mercy of spiritual master from Guru Parampara, we will have no mercy of Krishna. The same situation by the mercy of spiritual master from Guru Parampara, we will have attentive chanting of holy names. Without mercy of spiritual master, impossible. It is our philosophy. It's our foundation. By Guru Parampara. Without Guru Parampara, no way it is. I was 3 times temple president. First time in 92. And I had this mistake. I had a lot of service. It was a medium temple, 20 brahmacharis maybe, and maybe Sunday program is maybe 200 congregation places. That's medium. Yes, and I forgot about my spiritual master Prabhupada. And I did a lot of activities, but finally it was not so successful. My GBC was happy, but for me it was not so successful. Because I started to analyze what happens. I do this right in that way, this in right way, this. Oh, I forgot about my Guru. Oh no. And quality was not good. Quantity and form was very good. Yeah, very good, but quantity. It was only quantity. And the same situation we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam. The story of not Prahlada, Dhruva Maharaj. Yeah, Dhruva Maharaj story. He was Kshatriya, very strong Kshatriya, and his grandfather was a Brahma, Lord Brahma. He was and is avatar of Krishna, Guru Avatar. Yes, he Avatar. And his grandfather was Guru Mama. His Manvantar Avatar, incarnation of God. Grandfather and grandfather was avatars. That's very interesting. And his father, Uttamapada king, was not avatar. Yeah. Simple condition, so like this. And it is very famous family, very famous. Yeah, avatars. It's a family. Krishna. My family no avatars. Maybe you. Yes, and he was unsatisfied by behavior of his father, behavior of his mother. Okay, and he started to have a plan. I will have my kingdom will be better than the kingdom, even Rama, my grandfather. It is familiarity, but it is his grandfather. And he started to do preparation, what to do, and he went to the forest, you remember this, and met one more incarnation of the Lord. In the list of incarnations of the Lord, in the first chapter and second chapter, we can see Narada Muni as incarnation. He is son of Lord Rama. And Narada Muni told him, go back. You are in mine, you are in Rajagun. You are against your father and mother. No. Go back. Chanting. Go back and be peaceful. Be peaceful. Don't worry. You're a small child. After them, teenage, after some years, you will come. It was very, very sattvic instructions, very elevated instruction. And Dhruva Maharaj said, no, sir. His sister said, no, I'm Kshatriya, I'm a Rajagun. I cannot be peaceful in this situation. I cannot. It was offenses. No, it's not a good idea to set Guru, no. So, Krishna. And, but what to do, how to help this small boy, and Narada Muni started to think how to help. Narada Muni is very flexible teacher. You remember the story with Brigadi? Brigadi said, please chant Ram. He started to chant Impossible. And he said, oh, Tamagu. Yes, okay, Mara. Kill. Oh, yes, it's very good. Mara. It's very flexible, very flexible. The same situation with Dhruva. He started to think, okay, it's not Tamagun, it is Rajagun. Okay, what to do? Okay, yes, please chant mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, please. Yes, and Dhruva started to chant. Dhruva started to stay in the forest and made a lot of austerities. And finally, by the blessings of his spiritual master Narada Muni, he met Krishna, Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. But by the offenses to spiritual masters, he cannot accept Krishna Prema and cannot go to spiritual world. Because of he gave offenses, made offenses. And Lord said, yes, you will king 36,000 years. And only after that, you will go there. Dhruva asked, no, I have no desire to have kingdom better than Brahma. No, please take me from this world. No, 36,000 years. You will stay in the prison. No, neglecting of instruction of spiritual master is not a good idea. It's very interesting. And the same situation in management. For example, before coronavirus, some years ago, I came to one city. It was Kaunas, it's Lithuania, near Poland. Yes, and temple president, my friend, temple president. My relative relative was from Scandinavia. I have classical Sweden face. Classical Sweden, like Arabical, classical, African, classical face. I have classical face. And face of this temple president, very the same, like my face, because typical face. I came first time and it was very interesting. Oh, he looks like me. And after that we have agreement, lectures, daily, something. First time it was in this house. It was, I forgot, 25 years ago. And after that we came out from the office. And one Mataji stayed in corridor. And I asked, who is Mataji? She said, why he is looking very attentively to us both. And he said, it is my wife. I said, why is he looking like I don't know? So nice, because she tried to understand why she can see two husbands. She cannot understand because our faces are the same form. Even now in the Lithuanian festival, he is one of the leader in festival. One leader, he is another leader, and sometimes we come together. And a lot of devotees asking, are you brothers? Because it looks like the same, I don't know, body, the same formal body, glasses, in one style. No, he's not I hope. Yes, and he asked me, what is your position in the topic of this? What is your feeling or viewpoint? And I said, I follow the instructions of GBC, my global GBC solution, and the solution is tin. And this temple president said, yes, it's true. Yes, and he said, the position of GBC is very, very sattvic, very intelligent, very good, very practical, but in sattva. I have contacts with my congregational members, regular devotees, and for them, very difficult to even understand this solution, and very difficult to know what's about following, because it is even understanding is not so easy. And he said, if ISKCON will follow the solutions of GBC, it will be very good. But sometimes devotees, regular devotees, congregational members, cannot even understand some solutions. And he said, it is not a problem, but it is reality. Now, we have some number of the sattvic elevated devotees, and it is they have influence, but if in future we lose this influence, this elevated devotees, what will happen? We will have absolutely another situation, because devotees in another gunas. The same situation was with Dhruva. He openly said, no, sir. I'm in another guna. I'm Rajaguna. I'm Kshatriya. Kshatriya blood in my body. I cannot forgive. It's the same situation. It is management. We need to follow right instructions first. Who are managers? Two definitions. First definition in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, in the middle, the second part. Kshatriya, kshat, it is like pain. Vitrayate, it is liberation. Who protected, person who can protect from problems, from disease, from bad things, negative things. It is kshatriya. And by this definition, we have very easy understanding. Impossible to have and kshatriya and problems in one place. It is impossible. Because kshatriya need to destroy problems of disease, problems of persons, and problems of situation. Impossible. It is like I don't know, problems with health and doctor in one place. No, doctor will try to do something. He cannot be pacific in this situation. No, I'm doctor, it is problem. No, we need to start to do. And the same situation, Kshatriya and problems. It's impossible. Because it's impossible by definition. It is impossible. So Kshatriya immediately start to do something, like this. If you have experience, of seeing unhappy Vaishnava? 1-2 times I saw. 5 years ago, one in maybe 10 years ago, another, yes. What does it mean, unhappy Vaishnava? It is Kshatriya's duties to find unhappy Vaishnava and do something. Organize all things, help. It is duty, right? Main duties of Kshatriya by definition. Kshatriya. No. If you have knowledge, oh yes, some Vaishnava are not very happy. Yes, well, yes, I will help. I'm just like doctor. Oh, yes, well, please take that. Yeah, Kshatriya means destroyer of problems. It is a definition. I'm fundamentalist. Sorry, maybe you have another vision. It is my lecture, unfortunately. Yes, and it is idea. And from the time of Srila Prabhupada said main idea of the National Society of Krishna Consciousness is recreating of Brahmans, because it is head of society, the Brahmans. And in the beginning, in time of Srila Prabhupada, sometimes devotee gave lecture, or Bhagavatam lecture, but philosophy was impersonalism philosophy, like this. Some mistake, it is Brahmanical mistakes. Now we have very good Brahmanical culture. Very good Brahmins, and very good philosophy, Bhakti Shastri course, Bhakti Vaibhava course, and other courses. A lot of disciple course we have. Right philosophy, Brahmanical culture is very good. Clean and good situation, Krishna consciousness situation in kitchen, in the altar, and we have good courses and good knowledge. And our Srimad Bhagavatam classes, Bhakti Yoga, philosophy classes. It is good. And now our ISKCON movement started to create next part of Varnashram Dharma, Kshatriyas. Brahmanas is okay, and now Kshatriyas. I asked one GBC, my feeling, now is GBC College and another thing. Radha Swami said GBC College is the most important project of ISKCON in our time. We are creating the level of Kshatriya. And I asked one GBC, it's my understanding is correct. He was one teacher in one GBC College. I said, first we are creating the Brahmanas, and now we are creating Kshatriyas. She said, yes, it's correct. Now a lot of discussion about management, about right situation, structure, and another thing, in all ISKCON in general. He said, yes. And I asked him, how long it will take? How time it will take? He said, not less than 10 years. I said, yes, maybe 20. We discussed, okay, yes. Now we are creating the level of Kshatriyas. How we can understand we are happy? No unhappy Vaishnavas. Our slogan, more Vaishnavas, more happy Vaishnavas. Yes, Kshatriyas, yes. Yeah. And after them, Vaishyas. If no structure, no, right things, Vaishya will not give money. Maybe sometimes you can see not enough level of Lakshmi in the temple or in the center. It means no Vaishyas. After them, Shudras. It is our Varnashram system in our ISKCON movement. Yes, and main thing, and for Brahmanas and for Kshatriyas, to be in connection with Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada. Like electricity, we need to connect with electricity. Without electricity, my computer, you can imagine 1-2 hours can work, but after that, no. They say mobile phone, maybe one day after that, no. Yes. There is a book of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Amritavani book, very famous. And there are a lot of things in this Amritavani books, but I will discuss one thing. Symptoms of connection with Guru Parampara. First, happiness. Second, constant enthusiasm in Krishna consciousness. Third, possibility to change the hearts of people. All this thing we can see in Srila Prabhupada. He was constantly happy, he was inspired by any situation, along with USA, and he changed the hearts of all globe, all our planet. Yes. If we need to be in contact, it is miracle situation. Constant happiness, enthusiasm, and possible to change situation. Miracle. You give instruction to somebody or ask something from devotee said, no sir. Okay, you need to change heart because to change. Because something to do. And what is the duty of Kshatriyas? I'm sorry, it's a very special lecture. Kshatriyas' duties to change ideas and words to reality. Ideas and words to reality. Not materialized, but do reality. Make reality. For example, I was my manager of Vyasapuja, my spiritual master, in 2014. Any disciple has desire to be a manager of Vyasapuja, of his guru. I said, no, I don't know, but I was one time, twice. And in day of Vyasapuja in the morning, one my good brother, very temple president, very good temple president, for good 30 years. And he came to me and said, you need help? I said, no, all things is absolutely finished in preparation. And he said, I wish you to manifest at least 50%, half of your plan today. I said, no, sir. We will have 100% of plan in reality. He said, oi. I said, don't worry, be happy. Please see how it's possible. Oh, he said, no. And in evening he said, I'm sorry surprised. 100% of your plan manifested in reality. How it's possible? I said, no, I forgot one thing. Some petals of flower after Pushpa Abhishek, I forgot I cleaned by myself because all devotees were engaged. Yeah, sorry. One time, yes, I had one mistake. Sorry, 10 years. And it is duty of Kshatriya and qualification of Kshatriya. Please say your plan. Okay, need to meditate. I have some questions. After that, said, okay, we are starting. And we'll see persons of reality. Not good Kshatriya organized 100 persons. One time I was, 25 years ago, I was a personal servant of Bhakti Briga Govinda Maharaj. You know Bhakti Briga Govinda Maharaj? In life he is very intensive and his character is calm, like Krishna. All things will need to be according to his vision. Such deviation, no chance to come. He is very active, very emotional. And I was a personal servant of Bhakti Briga Govinda Maharaj in Ukraine at Odessa festival. Oh, Krishna, 25 years ago. Okay, yes, and I was fully focused to his service because it is a very difficult task. And I day and night I'm sleeping nearby his door because it's really not. I asked why I sleep near your door. He said no. Okay, I go maybe 10 meters to the corner, sleep that place because he is not easy for serving. Previous 2-3 years, servants said no, I cannot continue. No, it's impossible. Impossible. Okay, it's a lot of problems. Oh, Krishna, and next will be and leader of service department, VIP department said, at least your weight is the same. This was very at least your weight is the same. Previous was very same. And I did this service 1 week, every day, from morning to evening, and night, and all things, like this small baby, yes. And after then he left in the airport. He went away, like police some control, I don't know. And after then he came back. I said, Maharaj, some problems, what happens? You went to the line of control, now you're here. And he said, you satisfied all my questions. I tried to meditate, I cannot remember during 1 week, every 24 hours. And I asked a lot of things, hundreds of things, and you, I don't manifest all things. You gave me reality for all my questions. You satisfied all my questions. I said, yes, it is my service, I am your personal servant. He says, yes, right? And he said, but it is not natural, it is very difficult. It is mystic power of kshatriyas to do in reality ideas and thoughts. It is qualification. You need some talents, etc., etc. Possible to train, but main idea, be in connection with Guru Parampara. For example, second time I was chairman of the temple board. Chairman of the temple board, Kiev temple, 25 years ago, 100 brahmacharis, 1,000 congregational members. It is a very big temple. And I had a lot of duties. Preaching duties, management duties, a lot of duties. Brahmachari ashram. So need to do care, brahmachari, protect. A lot of, and my personal sadhana, japa, and all things. And problem was, I had no car and money. Service is, but no car and money and all things is absent. And I go by hitchhiking to the preaching and back to the temple. And after 8 o'clock in Samla Mahata, maybe 150 kilometers, from the town, I finished my Namahata, and after that, by hitchhiking, go to the Kiev temple, this town, 5 million population, it's long time in the city. And I came to the temple in 11 o'clock, in 12 o'clock, sometimes in 1 o'clock, it's not good. But in 4 o'clock, I need to wake up and go to Managala, I think, because Brahmachari will not go if leader will not go. And no chance, because 3 hours, 4 hours, 5, it's good. And I cannot wake up. I can hear ringing of my clock, alarm clock, and cannot wake up. Cannot stand up. Because no force, not enough energy. Yes, and I started to chant pranama mantra to my spiritual master, and after 2-3 times, I waked up and go to the bedroom. And my neighbors in the room said, how you do it? How is it possible? You are screaming together with alarm clock, because how? I said, I chant pranama mantra. It is connection with Guru Parampara. Connection is miracle. Miracle every day. You can do. No force, no problems. No money, no problems. One my good brother said, how long you are going by hitchhiking in the night after Namaharas? I said, some years. How often you are stayed in the night in the street because no possibility. I said, never. 3, 4, 5 hours, never. He said, it's impossible. It's a miracle. How you do it? It's impossible. You go to maybe night, maybe 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock. In winter it is night. It's night, and some person in the side of the town, please help me. No, it's impossible. Some hours, some years, and no time, no situation. We staying in the street. I said no. Any time Krishna organized something. And it is management. It is management. Need to go. Need to go. If you cannot, need to ask about miracle. Oh, my spiritual master, I'm sorry. My plan is not perfect. I need extra mercy. Extra mercy. No car, no money, no time. Please give mercy. Special mercy. And it is a reality of Kshatriya service. Need to materialize or manifest in reality. Need to go, but need to go. Not only asking, need to travel. Need to travel because service, need to go. Yes. And Vishvavasu Swami, he was a GBC in Mayapur. What is Mayapur? It's the capital of Islam. Capital, yes. And he was GBC in capital of Islam. And what was his preaching? Quite often he preached in Mayapur and in Mumbai and another place. We can do our service by hand. For example, chant by fingers our job. Or skin, for example, washing. It is service only by our body senses. It is good, but possible to do service in our mind with understanding, with consciousness. Okay, Hare Krishna, who is Krishna? Krishna is creator of moon and sun. Oh, yes, it is important. Yeah. It is conscious service, with good consciousness, with understanding. It is better than only. Yes, it is good, but possible better. And third things, first by hands, second by minds, and third by heart. This full feeling. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Today morning I call you, my Lord, so soft, so sweet. Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Devotional mood, our person. We are not chanting mantras. We are chanting holy names. Mantras in Buddhism style.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
A lot of Shakti, but no Bhakti. Yes, correct illustration, but it is Buddhism. Or yoga style, or Tibet style, or Himalaya style. No, for Krishna, we need to go. And example of first ISKCON temple, it's New York temple, you remember? And who was temple president? First temple president is Brahmananda. Yeah. And I saw a video record of Brahmananda. He's smiling, he smiled and was he was bewildered, and he smiled and said, I don't know what happened with me, but I started to think Prabhupada is not significant, not important persons. I not put his titles to the book of Vishvavasu. And he said, I don't know what happens. I cannot understand what it was. like this. What happened? He do service. His service by the hands. It's very good service. He do books, and he was temple president. And understanding was good. Books were fine. There were not good pictures, and some I don't know. Lakshmi management in the temple was correct and all things. Yes, prasadam and bhagavatam classes. But was problem in heart. No problem with senses, body service, no problems with mind service, but problems with heart service. He said, I started to think Srila Prabhupada is not important person. It is problem. And in Kshatriyamons it is quite often. It is the first temple and the situation, even in the first. After the quite little bit in the fourth, fifth, tenth, 1000s. With me was the same situation. I tried to understand, to analyze my service. Oh, I forgot about my guru. I tried to think, I'm more important than my guru. Yeah, it is problems with management and management we can do. And after the no results. No connection with Guru Parampara, no connection with Srila Prabhupada. Okay, our time is finishing. I'm sorry, English is not my first language. And
that was great.
Huh?
That was great.
If you have some topics, some questions, some, I don't know.
Yeah, I have.
My question. Yes, who is dispatcher of coordinator of questions?
Usually it's like till 9, but I have a couple of questions.
Да, кто вам определяет, кто первый, кто второй? We have only 7 minutes. Who is dispatcher of questions?
You.
No, I'm later. You. You dispatcher?
No.
Okay.
I have questions.
Okay.
What is your questions? May I ask? Okay, I decide. I ask.
Okay. He was first.
So I'm actually having a position of temple management board currently. In that regard, I have a couple of questions. One of them is that you mentioned about you forgot about your guru at some point of having temple president position. One question is that in relation to the position of temple president, Maharaj mentioned his experience that he forgot about his guru, and I was curious about what it really means to forget guru, because on one hand we have a guru who spiritually nourishes us, but at the same time temple president is a managerial position. It's like another line of management. And the other question I have is that okay, that's but the other was important.
Yes. We have, according to our text, it's very important. First, we need to go slowly, because if we are forgetting about our contact with Guru Parampara and Prabhupada, we will have not good quality of our service. First, go slow. And second, like Brahman, need to stop and check. I'm clean. Need to stop. Okay, I'm disciple of my spiritual master. Need to. We have meditation, Brahman meditation. Need to follow. It is very important. Right? At least 3 times. If you need every hour, no problem. You can do it. If you need 15 minutes, we are holding qualification in different services. Need to stop. You do full connection and after then continue. It is our Vaishnava culture. You know, guys, it is,
And the second question is a bit funny one, that as I mentioned that we have this temple management board, and on one hand I'm very satisfied with our team, that we have this team of highly intellectual, educated people, but on the other hand our regional supervisor is a bit worried that we all have kind of Brahminical nature. And I was wondering about that you mentioned that you're training this layer of kshatriyas, and is it possible to train some kind of kshatriya quality? Because like gym doesn't seem to work much. Что у нас, он немножко обеспокоен, что у нас все имеют брахманическую природу в менеджменте.
Okay, we have two possibilities. We can train, ask Krishna about some talents, some qualification, and Krishna will give. Another possibility to train some assistants in Kshatriya with Kshatriya talents, invite them. It is better. It's better because to be Brahmana is more important for our movement. But if you need a real Kshatriya service, possible to invite somebody.
Thank you, Maharaj. So, my question is, you also mentioned about the temple president or like the ones who are in management, so they forget the guru, but how to really understand, because like we just compare them like Kshatriyas, so in the Vedic times, Rajarishis, they have like Rajaguru or some saintly persons they consult, but in this case, what does it mean? Like, because we cannot approach Guru for each and every decision, so how to understand this? Like, do they need to approach Guru for like some big decisions, or like whom, or how to proceed?
Yes, very important questions. Because if you are temple president, you are in this position. And it is very good if in some countries seniors who nominated you to this position gave you instructions before the service. But sometimes positions this, but its position is absent. I don't know why. Maybe in future it will be possible. And we will say, in my time, it was like this, or like that. Wow, how impossible without instruction to do position, for example. Unbelievable. Okay, two things. First, need to all our spiritual masters, Diksha Gurus, are followers of Srila Prabhupada. Because according to solution of GBC, Srila Prabhupada is founder Acharya of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. What does it mean? He is main Shiksha Guru in our movement. With full respect to previous Acharyas and future Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada is the main Shiksha Guru, and no Diksha Guru, no one from Diksha Guru was unsatisfied, unhappy by if his disciple will follow Srila Prabhupada. It is impossible. You understand? Yes? And my temple president need to be focused not to the Guru, but to Srila Prabhupada. Because Srila Prabhupada centered society. Srila Prabhupada need to be in society. If focused in the center, for example, Guru, Diksha Guru, for example, it means there is a Guru groupism word. It is Guru groupism. No, Prabhupada groupism. Prabhupada need to be in the center. And by this reason, at his first side, need to follow Prabhupada directly. For example, in Chilupati temple, Raghunath Swami, there is a statement statements of the temple. And first, we are strict followers of Srila Prabhupada. That is first. After the second, if in your temple, in first position. We are still followers of Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Yes. Another opposite side, need to know, we need to have contact with these any spiritual masters if you have disciples. Because some mood or something. Yeah? And need to be in contact and inspiring this mood. You understand? It is like dialectism. And follow Srila Prabhupada. You need to follow, to inspire all, follow Srila Prabhupada, not this guru, not this guru. Little bit, this guru and this guru. Main yes. Our time is finishing, sorry. If need, I can sit here and ask you some questions, but official lecture is finished. Because it is management meeting for this. But if you have some questions, and we have some, I ask some translator, for understanding I can continue. Granda Rachma Bhagavatam Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Jonas Switzerland Ki Jai